again to Lost Legends of Redwall, The Scout, Act 2! Ah, the music. Guess we'll just get started with this. Oh! Okay, no, it doesn't remember. I mean, I'm playing as Sophia. 'Cause I'm a gal.
It's perhaps been a while since we've caught up with our Sophia. Well, if you remember, she passed her scout initiation with flying colours and was immediately thrown into the thick of a sea rat invasion on her village, Lilygrove. She made her way through the village and to the catacombs, where she bravely saved some locals from the rat clutches. But then came Scumsnout. He was a nasty weret if ever there was one of Clooney's own commanders, sent to pillage the countryside before Clooney himself came for Redwall soon after, in the summer of the late Rose. Scumsnout and his sea rats wrought havoc on the little village. And Sophia's own betrothed, Liam, was bitten by the monster's poisonous maw. Infections soon flared. But Sophia had a mission first, straight from Captain Robin himself. Get to the Lilygrove lighthouse and light it. That would warn the surrounding countryside of the attacks and call for much-needed reinforcements. Scumsnout chased her the whole way, but Sophia was too crafty for him. She reached the lighthouse just in time, and as Scumsnout pursued her to the top, he was blinded by the lighthouse's beam. And his mighty tail knocked Sophia off her feet and sent her falling out of the window to a perilous fate.
By George, Brother Jethro, you sure have put together a fantastic midsummer play. The rehearsal looked just magical.
Oh, well, it would have been even more so had you waited to sneak a peek until its debut tomorrow night.
Can you blame us? We heard that music and we just had to take a look.
I do believe it'd be too tempting to ignore.
I can't wait to see the rest of it at the festival. If I'd known you were such a storyteller, Brother Jethro, I'd have come south sooner.
Well, Captain Barker, I'm only passing the tale along. I've heard you've got an exciting tale about Finn and Fiona.
Oh, Brother Jethro, if you keep letting the boy have his nightmares, never are my remedies going to work.
Nightmares?
Oh, I caught him in the library, grabbing at that spyglass of yours again. Might have cracked his noggin had I not gotten there in time.
I'm sorry, Grandfather. It's just... I can't sleep. Mom and Dad keep fighting. And Sophia falling off the lighthouse. Grandfather, you never told me what happens next.
Well, William, your eyes could hardly stay open last night. I'd have been a terrible grandfather if I hadn't let you sleep.
But Scumsnout and Sophia? She can't have been hurt. She's too important.
Oh, little William, you've grown quite fond of Sophia, eh?
I mean, she's a great warrior and she fights so hard for Liam. She reminds me of Mom.
Well?
I guess Jethro will have to finish the story then.
Yes, please.
All right, very well. Let's continue. But where were we exactly?
Sophia was running away from Scumsnout. She'd been knocked out of the lighthouse, but she wasn't. Surely she didn't.
She'd saved Lilygrove with her courage, remember? With the lighthouse lit, reinforcements throughout Mossflower would come to their aid. But her success came at a great price. Falling through the night air, Sophia wondered if her journey to the dark forest was finally upon her. Luckily, Martin had more use for her yet.
Ugh, my head. That's the sound of battle, that is. Who are the rats fighting? I thought the villagers fled.
Oh wow. Alright. I realize I say... Wow, that's a lot of screaming. I realize I say all right a lot, and I apologize if that gets repetitive. Wow. What happened here? Oh wait. Oh. Yeah. What is going on? Who is screaming?
Okay.
Pretty. I guess they really want me to utilize this mechanic a lot more, which I really do like that, because in the other chapter it wasn't used as often. Just give me a little brief reminder impression.
You've got 10 toes.
Is that Freebie?
Who do you think you are, you massive scum? Hey, Mum? Really? 10 whole toes. Because I've seen a couple here at the end of my blade. Huh?
Oh.
Hey! Don't you be trying to pull any tricks, Mousy. You're...
Oh!
Do my eyes deceive me? Sophia, you scamp! You're alive!
In fur and surprisingly in one piece.
Ah, a bit of my charmed luck must have rubbed off on you. Now come on, there are rats to flee.
That's right, you got stabbed. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, what's this lag? Okay, that was a little lag spike. It's probably because there seems to be a lot of missions in the air or something. Which is making it very pretty. But my computer sometimes, it's not like a gaming laptop, so I guess it is just like freaking out when it's trying to load them all in at once.
Quit squirming, will ya?
Why don't you run back to the sea while you still can?
I'll never run from a mouse.
Very well, but I assure you, you're going to... Thank you, Sophia. I'm grateful to see you alive and well. And I'm sure Liam will be too.
Liam's here? Is he alright?
Liam's waiting for us at the dock. He's alive, but I fear his health is waning. There should only be a few vermin left now. Let's dispatch them quickly and meet up with Liam as soon as possible.
Who is screaming? Is that... Wait, is that supposed to be that dude in the tower? Is he still being blinded by the light and screaming about it? Oh. Okay. Alright, relax. Take a moment. There you go, okay. Alright.
Absolutely, Laban. They can't land a single hit.
Run back to your little
mousy hole, you mousies.
I don't think I'm much mind your tone, Rat.
Why don't you just give up already, huh?
Not if we have anything to say about it.
It's not like a couple of little miceys can take us sea rats.
You so much as touch leaving, and I'll be sure you'll be dog paddling back to sea.
I think the small one is threatening us.
Who are you
Again.
Absolutely, Laban. They can't land a single hit.
Run back to your little mousy hole, you mousies.
I don't think I'm much mind your tone.
Unless it wants me to hit in here.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
It's not like a couple of little miceys can take us sea rats.
Maybe I'm
So much
just being... Oh my gosh.
Why, thank you, Thea. Those two were giving us a run for our honey, that's for certain.
Are you two alright?
All right. All right. You've gone and helped me twice tonight. You're making me look bad, Sophia. Come on, you two. Robin said to meet up at the dock.
Of course there's gotta be something in this little cranny over here. Aha! See? I understand game logic. Oh, riddle! 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 There was a giant adder whose scales were wide and blue. A winding, slithering carver that split the land in two. His belly's numbered 4 and more, as he were filled with holes, the gaps between the ground untread, and grew rocky pools. For years he journeyed embittered with single-minded wandering and lawless snake whose only need was persistent watering. The sun beat down on the adder's back, his scales shrank and petered. The trees that flanked his slickened sides began to sway and teeter. Clouds rolled in, and with them rain, but the water came too late. Trembling ground to slide and slipper sealed the adder's fate, and in his wake the silted lands were etched with many clues to seek the serpents and the sun among the aging yews. Among the dark and empty trails, a chest is slowly rotting, in a place where buried stars are intertwined and clotting. Find this, I bid you, reader, roaming free and fettered. Seek the place in which I've hid my pretty aging letter. So where it leads I dare not speak, but no, I tell you truth. No, I tell you truth. So what it leads is worth the wait of finding every clue. Joy. Alright, sorry if I tripped up a lot there. I'm not used to reading some of those, but I'll get used to it, I guess, one day.
His fever's getting worse, Sophia. I fear we don't have the resources to help him here. But you've lit the lighthouse, and because of that, More defenders are being rallied from the woods. Well done.
Oh, thank you, Captain Robin, but what are we going to do about Liam? He's getting worse by the minute, and Scumstout is still up on the lighthouse. We can't stay put.
That's why we've prepared the boat for you here. Take Liam across the bay to Old Moss Creek and make your way to the Winsome Wraith.
Winsome Wraith? Captain! But isn't that...
Stoats, yes. One of whom is my oldest friend and the best healer you'll ever meet on this side of Redwall. Find Valo Scrimpaw. Tell him Robin sent you, and he'll help Liam. I'm sure of it.
Oh boy.
Hello, Laban. It's so good to see you well. All these rats are giving us quite a run for it, aren't they?
They sure are, for fear. But you sure gave old Scumsnout a run as well, you did.
Did you hear Captain Robin is sending Liam and me to the Winsome Wraith? He says a stoat friend of his is fit to heal Liam. A stoat.
Stoat's no good at healing.
Well, I don't know. But stoats are vermin. Isn't that enough to stay away?
Can't vermin choose to do good, just as well as a woodlander can choose to do bad?
Have you not seen the chaos and destruction these rats have spread to our home?
I once had a friend who was a vermin.
You had a vermin friend?
A fox kit when I was a wee dibbon, aye.
You were friends with a fox?
Aye. We played some while he and his mum were passing through.
Is that... No. Ooh.
Well, a dibbon is one thing. A grown vermin is another.
He didn't want any trouble. Just wanted to play.
Well, I still don't feel comfortable bringing Liam to vermin. Whether Robin trusts them or not. You know, when I was down in the catacombs, my nose was the only thing that saved my life. I owe it to you for teaching me how to reach my highest senses.
The nose is a mouse's best tool, especially when you learn to manipulate smells in the air to lead rats astray. But be aware they can also do the same to you.
What would you say is the best way to mislead a rat?
Well, you want a rat to follow a scent that isn't your proper scent. In other words, manipulate wind direction or your own location to confuse his nose. The rat will follow the strongest scent. What the strongest scent is up to you.
Well, I should get Liam into the rowboat. Onward to the Winsome Wraith, I suppose.
Take care, Sophia. All will be well.
You did a great job lighting the lighthouse, Sophia, and beating Scumsnout, and saving Liam. Oh, you know, Laban and I weren't too sure you were ready for your initiation tests, but I suppose you proved us wrong. No offense.
To tell you the truth, Fraby, it was terrifying. I couldn't have made it to the lighthouse without your stealth lessons, Fraby. You were a good teacher.
Well, I have been sneaking around rats a long while, of course.
Of course.
Just don't forget now, rats can see you, hear you, and smell you. Crouch low to remain out of sight, walk slow to be silent, and stay downwind. And use your environment to your advantage.
Any advice before we head off?
Just remember that it's better to sneak around a rat than to face one head on. Rats have strong arms, stronger than us mice do, but we're faster and smarter. Use that to your advantage. Oh, and pick lots of mushrooms. Liam loves his mushrooms.
I'll keep that in mind, Fraby. Thank you. And thank you for being such a good friend to Liam. And to me.
That's what us scouts do best. Besides scouting, of course.
Liam is in bad shape. I'm worried. But all he does is make jokes.
Aye, Liam has always been a card. You know, the night before Liam's initiation, me, him and Laban snuck out into the woods. and we found some toads asleep on their lily pads. One of them was Laban's friend, Groki. I guess they've got a prank war going on between each other. So, we snuck up behind them and started shouting and waving sticks around, pretending to be a night boogie. Except Groki's mum got all mad, and the whole knot chased after us. We were running, and Liam got stuck in the mud. And oh dear, Matt and me, I think those toads just about smeared us with their tridents. Did Liam tell you that?
No, he didn't. I think Liam's bite would heal better if he didn't pretend everything was okay. Sometimes I worry he thinks life's just a big show.
Ah, Sophia. Mice like me and Liam are true born comedians. What should really worry you is when Liam stops making jokes.
Suppose you're right. Maybe I should try to be funny too.
Ah, yes! A mousemaid would be a great addition to the comedy troupe me and Liam aim to found. Go ahead, give me your best joke.
Okay. Oh! My grandmother used to tell my sisters and me this one. What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
What?
No, that's the joke.
What's the joke?
The question's the joke.
I think you may need more teaching than I can give, Sophia.
Right.
Anything we need to discuss, let's be sure to discuss it now. We may not see each other for a while.
The lighthouse. Do you think its light will be enough?
Enough scouts and woodland warriors are rallying together to fend off scum-snout sea rats. For now. You've done exceptional scouting, Sophia. I was right to think you were ready for your scout's initiation.
Captain, Liam is just burning up. He's positively green. Is he gonna be okay? How is it that just one bite can make him so sick and so quickly?
The were-at scum-snout's mouth is harboring infection. I saw it foaming from his jaw like the venom of an adder. When he bit Liam, well, his bite is like poison, and it's overtaking Liam's entire body.
Redwall Abbey has powerful healers, doesn't it?
The oath the Redwallers have taken, an oath to heal and help, rather than fight and destroy, has turned them into the best healers in the world.
Then Liam must go to Redwall.
Well, the Abbey is too far, Sophia. I fear Liam won't make the journey.
Then what? You're telling me there's no hope? Liam will...
No, Sophia. There is always hope. Don't ever let yourself be consumed by doubt. Valo Scrimpall will take care of him at the Winsome Wraith, I assure you.
If I might ask, Captain, what exactly is the Winsome Wraith? I've only heard about it in stories, back as a Dibbon in Lilygrove. Always the story described as something... different.
Stories passed among mice do tend to take their own form. What was it you heard?
Well, I remember one story describing it as a hideout for woodlanders from the Sea Rat pirates, back in the days of Martin the Warrior. Some say it's the remnants of the ship used to flood Cotir.
Dibbons certainly have quite the imagination. You're right that it is a ship, Sophia. Once a corsair ship that sailed the seas, crafted by sea rats. It came to rest on the river south of Redwall, likely during the reign of Queen Zarmina at Cotir. Now, with the river mostly dry, it sits. It serves as the home of Valo Scrimpall and his two stoatlings. A lovely place, really. Quite warm and cozy.
Aye, cozy. And nothing could be cozy with stoats around? Captain, I don't mean to question your friend, but aren't the stoats dangerous? Like the sea rats?
Many stoats are like the sea rats, yes. There may even be some stoats among this horde. But not Valo. For the sake of his privacy, I won't go into much detail. But believe me when I say that Valo is quite trustworthy.
He's changed then. Become a better stoat.
All creatures make mistakes in their lifetime. Vermin and woodland are alike. I, too, have hurt others. But where we come from is not what defines us. What matters is where we are going. Trust me to trust Valor Scrimpaw.
Okay, Robin, I will. At least I'll try to.
Head to the rowboat when you're ready to push off.
I'm sorry you're wasting away over here. I just need dialogue. I need lore.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm alive, thanks to you, Sophia, my love. Had you not found me, I'd have been rat fodder by now for sure.
But how are you feeling, Liam Rivermouse?
I'll never feel as wonderful as that moment I laid eyes on you at the namesake dance. Not until our wedding day.
Liam, your fever is worse than I thought.
I solemnly swear, Sophia Rymaid, that I am perfectly lucid.
Robin is sending us to the Winsome Wraith to meet a healer stoat. He says a stoat is an old friend of his, but what do you think?
Like any sane mouse, the idea of walking into the home of a stoat, it sends shivers up my spine. But Robin is our captain, and if he's sending us to a stoat, I guess we've got to go to a stoat.
You sound so sure everything will be okay.
Now is the time to be brave and to trust. If we don't have trust and hope, we'll get nowhere.
Hope and trust. And I thought I was the one taking care of you.
Oh boy.
You're right, though. We'll have to trust Captain Robin. He's never let us down this far. When we saw Scumsnout attack Lily Grove and you, he knew exactly what to do, without hardly taking a moment to think about it. And he was right. I wouldn't have found you without his quick thinking.
That being said, I am a bit frightened. I've never seen a stoat, and I hear they're as big as badgers.
I am too, Liam. But I'm gonna take care of you, okay?
And I you, Sophia Rymaid, to the end of my days. Even if we do get eaten by stoats.
This isn't the time for jokes, Liam Rivermouse.
Sophia, my love, there is always time for a good joke. I'm ready to go whenever you are, Soph. Just let me adjust my shoulder. Ow, ow!
Oh, but be careful, Liam! You ready for an adventure, Liam?
I suppose I better be.
Oh, and Sophia, Tassa is ahead of you on her way to the Winsome Wraith as well.
Huh? What business does she have with stoats?
She's carrying with her a special key, known as the Tangram. But I fear the rats know about it, or at least they know it could be valuable to them. And they're right. We can't risk them finding it, which is why it must be delivered safely to the hand of Valor Scrimpaw. It'll be safe with him. Go now then, and get Liam to the Winsome Wraith.
Practicing your scout's call, are you?
Oh, of course. Having a whistle code is one of my favourite things about being a scout. Don't forget the rhyme. Once to follow, twice to come, thrice for danger, 4 times none.
How are you holding up, my love? How many whistles?
You know me. I'm always fine.
Liam.
Wait. I suppose I'm not totally fine. Everything just seems to be happening so fast. This fever's got me a bit muddled. I keep thinking about what the dark forest might be like. But that's just me being silly. I'm sorry, Soph. I don't want to burden you with this.
Liam, we aren't going to die. And you aren't a burden.
Well, thanks.
Sophia had never seen her Liam like this. She desperately wanted to make him feel better. But how? What could lift his spirits? She knew Liam above all else cared about his community and his relationships. There were few things more important to him than that. Perhaps this knowledge could help her find something encouraging to say.
I have to pick!
I'm just worried about our friends back at Lilygrove. I hope they're alright.
They have each other, and that's what matters. There's no better team than the Scouts of Lilygrove.
You're right, of course. We've got to keep moving forward. And what about us? Do you think we'll meet any more rats along the way? You think Tussa's alright? Out there, all on her own?
Wait, what am I doing here?
Don't fret, Liam. No Scout is really ever alone. We're all in this together.
Indeed. The Tangram's got to get to safety. I suppose we'll see her once we reach the Winsome Wraith. I do wonder if they're as friendly as Captain Robin made them out to be.
We've got to
Oh my
trust
word.
Captain Robin. He wouldn't send us to the Stoats if he didn't think it was safe.
You're absolutely right. I just hope the journey there isn't too long.
Oh no, am I messing this
I
up?
hate to be a burden for you, Soph. At least we have something to look forward to when this is all over. We'll finally be married.
Why did the hearts go down? Wait, did I mess that up? I think I did. I think it's like a matter of choosing the right things to say.
Don't worry, my love. We're in this together.
Thanks, Soph. I'm glad I have you. I just hope the others back at Lilygrove are alright.
They have each other, and that's what matters. There's no better team than the Scouts of Lilygrove.
You're right, of course. We've got to keep moving forward. And what about us? Do you think we'll meet any more rats along the way?
Well, if we do, we'll figure it out, won't we?
Oh, Sophia. Your perspective on life is why I love you. I hope Tussa's as cheerful as you right now. I feel a bit worried for her travelling all alone.
Tussa is just as tough as you. She knows what she's doing.
Indeed. The Tangram's got to get to safety. I suppose we'll see her once we reach the Winsome Wraith. I do wonder if they're as friendly as Captain Robin made them out to be.
Even if they're not, we can resolve to be friendly, can't we?
You're absolutely right. I just hope the journey there isn't too long. Oh, I hate to be a burden for you, Soph.
I love you, Liam Rivermouse. You can never be a burden.
Oh, Sophie. I do love you. I'm just glad that when this is all over, we'll finally get to be married.
Agreed. I can't wait.
Oh, what a wonderful day that will be. But look, we're just about at the shore.
Hey, I smell a campfire to the north. If we head upriver, we can find it and make camp.
About how far would you say the campfire is, Sophia?
Not too far. Can't you smell it?
Sure, of course. It's just a little hard to pay attention to my nose.
Are you hurting that bad?
No, no. I'm completely fine.
Liam, you don't sound fine.
I'm just a bit slow going. Lead the way, milady.
Something bothering you, Soph?
Nothing's bothering me, Liam. Just wanted to say I love you. I hope you know that.
Trust me. I know. I love you too. This adventure's got me thinking about the first time we ever met. Remember that?
How could I forget? I thought you were completely ridiculous. But I do love to hear you tell it.
I thought I was so clever, hiding under the table in Albert's shop. It always did provide such a haven for us youngsters. I thought it was Frabie coming in. I jumped out to scare him.
Dressed in the most outrageous outfit, no less.
All the better to startle Frabie with. But it wasn't Frabie. It was you. Oh, the loveliest little mouse demon I'd ever laid eyes on. You laughed at my absurd get-up. I've been trying to make you laugh again ever since. Oh, goodness. How old were we? Just tiny dippins we must have been.
I can't believe you were fawning over me all those years before you ever said a word. But I suppose I better get a move on now, before we get too lost in our reminiscing.
Scout away, my darling scout.
Oh, Liam, you are ridiculous still.
Oh, goodness. Ooh. Is this like ice? I'm guessing it is. It's very pretty. Oh, wow.
What an odd place to leave crates. Are you alright?
Just fine.
Oh, wow. Kinda cool, wow. Wait, what? Oh! Ah! Don't fall into the river! Why does it wanna... I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to put this at. Unless it wants me to put it here? I don't know why it would. Maybe up there then. I don't know. Okay, up there. Uh-oh. Ah, maybe I... Hey, okay. Ah, I see. Ah. I'm curious on what's the thing up here. Aha! Of course. Always gotta collect the jam. Please be careful.
I wonder how the other scouts are doing.
Pretty.
Just don't think about it. Focus on the climb.
Is that a... Looks like a hut or something. I mean, it's probably possible. Oh. I have to like get it just right. Ow! I'm so bad at getting it just right. A mice? A mouse? Oh, mice.
Alright, that's enough. Liam, I know you're not fine. Please, what can I do to help?
Okay, you're right. Sophia, I can't keep scurrying up and over this rough terrain like you can. Maybe there's another way. You could go on ahead and find a better path.
No. Absolutely not. I am not leaving you here. What if the rats send a scouting party? It's only a matter of time before...
My love, we don't have any choice. Scout ahead like the scout you are. Find a proper path. Then come back and lead me through it.
Perhaps I could be of assistance?
Who's there? Show yourself!
My. I beg your pardon, young scout. I had no intention of alarming you.
Albert, what in the name of Martin are you doing out here?
I fled with a group of woodlanders from Lilygrove, but alas, I was separated from them in all the hullabaloo.
Looking sharply dressed, old friend, considering the circumstances. Typical.
Ah, well, a tailor can't change his stripes, now can he? But what about you, dear Liam? I'm sorry to say you're not looking quite your best. If I overheard correctly, you were having troubles.
Yes, well...
Actually, yes. We are having a bit of trouble.
I'll say. Okay, you're right. Sophia, I can't keep scurrying up and over this rough terrain like you can. Maybe there's another way. You could go on ahead and find a better path.
I was going to suggest the very thing, my good mouse.
Oh, very well. But Albert, keep an eye on my Liam while I forge a way forward. And both of you, promise to shout for me if a leaf so much as rustles suspiciously. I will come running faster than a weevil on rye.
Absolutely, my dear.
Fair's fair. You have my word. Now go on. Get scouting.
How can I get across?
Perhaps we'll come across more Lilygrovers.
I do hope so, young scout. I would be devastated to find they had been captured by those vermin.
I know Sophia will rescue them.
Certainly it's here, right?
Ooh.
Is that Sophia Rymaid? What in the name of Martin are you doing all the way out here?
Hello, Mr. Starthistle. I could ask the same of you, couldn't I?
Well, I suppose so. But once those rats invaded my study back in the Lilygrove catacombs, I didn't have much choice but to leave while I still had my skin. Who's going to treasure the history of this world if not for me, eh? Speaking of treasure, you didn't happen to find my Star Thistle family amulet on your journey, did you?
Star Thistle family amulet? I don't believe so.
I hid the amulet a while back along with a trail of riddles to find it again. It's so valuable, I can't leave it out in my study in case someone loots it like those blasted vermin did. But now that the rats have invaded our home, I'm worried sick one of them may find it. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid, but if you happen back to Lilygrove and come across one of my riddles, please do keep it safe, won't you? You could use it in the meantime. I bet it'd be rather helpful for a scout on the road. When you wear it, it helps your sniffer sniff better by letting you use active scent while moving.
Oh, that certainly would be helpful. Though, it's back in Lilygrove, you say?
Aye, so you'd have to go back to find it. Maybe even back in time.
Back in time? What?
Yes, I'm not sure how you'll do that, though. While you're here, do you think you might do me a favor? I've been trying to figure out how to get to that chest up on the ledge over there all day, and, well, I do believe your scout climbing skills are a bit more capable than mine. Might you be willing to fetch what's inside it for me? I've got a feeling it's something quite valuable.
I certainly can, Mr. Starthistle. Do you have any idea what's in it?
Aye. A short ways back, I encountered a torn piece of a journal in a chest that looked just like that one up there. This journal, you see, belonged to Gingerveer Green Eyes. You do know who that is, don't you?
Gingerveer Green Eyes. The name sounds familiar. Can you jog my memory?
Gingerveer Green Eyes was the brother of the cruel and ruthless Queen Zarmina. Zarmina was the infamous ruler of Kotir, a fortress located where Redwall now is, during the time of Martin the Warrior. Zarmina locked Gingerveer in her dungeon to rot after accusing him of murdering their father, a crime she herself had committed with the help of a traitorous fox Fortunata. I believe Gingerveer's journal will prove fascinating in telling this incredible story through Gingerveer's own eyes. Please, if you could get me the journal from that chest, I would certainly reward you.
Do you have some time to chat before I go, Mr. Starthistle?
Well, all right. What is it?
I don't want to
Well, all right then. Do farewell on your travels, Miss Ryemaid.
I don't want to spend too much time chatting. I have to be very considerate to that. Ledge. Oh, I think I see it. Ah, okay. Yes. Interesting water effect, honestly. Wow. Am I supposed to go this way? Is this like story progression? What chest are you talking about? I don't see a box. Ah. Unless that's what he's talking about. This is your little tent. I will rob it. Oh, there's nothing in here. I would have robbed it. Why is there a string attached to it? Can I do something dangerous? Ah! Alright, that's not how I do that.
How
It's
can
a
I get
blessing we
across?
cross paths, Albert. Perhaps we'll come across more lily growers along
I
the
do
way.
hope so, young scout. I would be devastated to find they've been captured by...
Pretty positive that's where it came from. How does one reach that? Huh. Oh. A ledge with a chest on it. I mean, I don't know what that is up there, but... Okay. No. Oh no. That's cold. That's cold. Okay. Oh, it doesn't look. Okay, it looks like there's a path around. Yeah. To like be in the right zone for this. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Come in. Oh.
This way!
There's another line coming somewhere. Let's see. I guess I just have to use this right now.
Up here, you two! We can cross using this rope!
Good thinking. Albert?
These old bones can handle that much, my good mouse.
Everyone, get down! I smell rat.
Oh no, rats! And the wind is strong here. If I stay downwind and hidden in the weeds, I should be able to get by, no problem.
It wasn't me. It was too frick. Not my fault. The bridge wasn't strong enough. Quit making excuses. You should have checked the bridge first.
Well, you never check the bridge first. Oh, quit your squabbling. No one wants to hear a bunch of babes crying all day.
We're doing our best, Whip Rider, all right? My paws are sore.
Your paws are sore? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You sound like a little mouser. Is that what you are? A little mouser?
How'd these even fall through the bridge? Ain't bridges supposed to be, you know, holding stuff?
Well, I think the wood was weak, which caused it to break under the weight of the...
That don't make a lick of sense.
Oh gosh.
Way to drop all this junk. Well,
it wasn't me. It was too frick.
Not my fault. The bridge wasn't strong enough.
Quit making excuses. You should have checked the bridge first.
Well, you never check the bridge first. Oh, quit your squabbling. No one wants to hear a bunch of babes crying all day.
We're doing our best, Whip Rider, all right? My paws are sore.
Your paws are sore? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You sound like a little mouser. Is that what you are? A little mouser?
How'd these even fall through the bridge? Ain't bridges supposed to be, you know, holding stuff?
Well, I think the wood was weak, which caused it to break under the weight of the...
That don't make a lick of sense.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Are you sure that's what happened?
Just kidding.
I just poked my... Alright, I figured it out. I was supposed to climb over. That's why I was telling you they can't smell above their heads. Oh. Things I do.
We went right over those rats' heads, and I hadn't a clue.
Hooray! Ooh.
I see the Ivy Wayne sisters down there.
Feeling all right,
Hope
Leo?
they're doing all right.
Yes. Don't let me slow you down.
If you need a rest, please say something.
It looks like a cave sits in the rock back there. The old barley mill. I'm surprised those old water wheels are still turning. These waterfalls are quite lovely. Must be a peaceful place to live. When it isn't crawling with vermin.
Sophia Rymaid, is that you?
Hi, Miss Ivy Wayne. How are you? It's a surprise to see you all the way out here.
Well, what do you expect? Those blasted vermin forced us out of our homes and into this cold to live like cave mice. I am positively shivering my tail off. You did say you were a scout now, didn't you?
Yes, I am a scout, through and through.
Then why don't you do your scoutly duties and fetch me something warm, I did see some cattails around here. They're good for sewing mittens. Perhaps 3 should do the job.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to help.
Good. I'll be here, counting my toes until they turn blue.
I'll be back with some cattails as soon as I can find some.
Hello there.
Hello, Miss Ivy Wayne.
Sophia, please. How many times do I have to tell you? Call me Belladora. Now, what on earth are you doing up Old Moss Creek?
Liam and I are traveling to the Winsome Wraith. He's badly injured. Bit by Scumsnout. That wear-it leading the raiders.
Oh, no. I've seen Scumsnout. That monster has caused us all quite the trouble, hasn't he? Dorabella and I are trying to get to Redwall, but the journey is proving more tiring than I expected. Thank goodness we have Ichabod with us. I don't know what we'd do without him.
I'm glad you two aren't all alone out here.
Actually, Ichabod went ahead a while ago. He insisted on finding the ingredients for a campfire dinner as splendid as one we'd have back at home. He really is a sweetheart, isn't he? I'm just worried that it'll be cold out there. It really is getting chilly. I don't suppose... Well, if you happen to see him, do you think you could give him my scarf? I don't want him to catch a chill.
Of course, Belladora. I'll give it to him right away.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. Stay warm out there, all right?
You stay warm, too.
How can I get across?
Oh, Snoopy is meowing. Oh, this looks like... Good job for the boxes! Or not. Oh my gosh, okay. And that, how are you supposed to do it then? Yeah? Oh. That's a little glitch there. I will break laws. You're not supposed to. I feel like there's some use for these boxes. Unless... Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know if I should mess with that. Oh!
Are you sure that's what happened?
Oh, okay. That was a tragic ending of the story. The bad ending. Wait, do I wanna push? Please don't turn it off. Okay, nope, it's turning off. I've messed something up. I've done something wrong. No, actually I haven't.
Whoever's mill this is must have fled north as well.
Key. Ooh. Nope.
Something bothering you, Soph? Scout away, my darling scout.
Just... Oh. Yes! I get to go through the log! The log! The log! Wait. I almost thought someone was
Sophia, I think it would be best if Albert and I stayed here for the time being.
I was thinking the same. I'll investigate. Ah, more rats. Although, they seem distracted by that crate. I'm sure we can sneak around. Those rats certainly are interested in whatever's inside that crate. Why don't they just break it open? There must be some way to hide my scent.
Or maybe carrot juice with garlic drizzled duck pigeon and grilled potatoes, buttermilk, parsley, trout, sea bass, eel porridge, brown rice, garnish chips, spice locust, nutmeg, mull snout, and yogurt. I don't think it's any of those things. Maybe some
Perfect.
steak liver.
This flour will mask my
sausage,
scent.
some rabbit teeth, rye buns or soy salted kidneys. Or maybe some mealworms or biscuits. Or spleen-flavoured kale-coated walnuts. Maybe
Jeez.
some sunflower seeds.
No, that sounds
some red beans
appetizing.
with otter gallbladder sauce.
Alright.
Oysters, halibut, salmon, garden snails, dolphin nose, sea lion stew.
Oh no, he said it. bad at hiding my scent. It's drifting. Oh. Oh, he's moving. Okay, I wasn't supposed to go that way. Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to go this way? Oh, I think I see. No? Okay. Or maybe I have to get food. Yep, there they go. Yes, I murdered them. I murdered them both. Let's see, what's over here? Nothing much.
Something bothering you, Soph? Scout away.
Okay.
I bet Tassa passed by this way.
I apologize if I have been getting a little quiet. I am thinking to myself, oh, hello.
Have you come to rescue me again?
Are you in need of rescuing, Mr. Cornsilk?
No, I most certainly am not.
Okay then. Have a nice day, Mr. Corn.
That was funny.
Have you come to rescue me again?
Are you in need of rescuing, Mr. Cornsilk?
No, I most certainly am not.
Do you need help, Mr. Cornsilk? It looks as though those bees won't let you get their honey.
The bees aren't out now, Sophia. It's winter. Still, I'll bet there's lots of honey left inside. And I'll bet those Ivy Way lasses will appreciate some of that,
I'll get the hive down for you.
I don't need your help, Missy. I'm perfectly capable of...
Oh, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just pulled my shoulder. Ugh.
Do you have a minute to chat, Mr. Cornsilk?
Do I look like I've got a minute?
Probably not.
Okay then. Have a nice day, Mr. Cornsilk.
He's good. He's trying to get. Oh. See? No, he's still not gonna talk to me.
I told you I didn't need your help.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cornsilk. It just seemed the hive wasn't going to fall on its own.
I was working up a plan, I was. You scouts are always stealing the glory from the rest of us.
Well then,
You insist.
Wary. Think about this route. Why?
Mr. Cornsilk, I see you made it safe out of the catacombs.
Ah, I am on top of bush.
Oh, of course.
So you can try to do oopsies. Ah! Hello, Ichabod. Yeah, you're still not gonna talk to me. That's fine. You can be a little child over there. That's fine with me. Oh, I can't see through the bushes. Ah! Okay, I see. I see.
That's a cave out there. I wonder if there's anything good inside.
Yeah. No. No. Ah! Ooh. That was good. Ooh. Yay!
Are you sure that's what happened?
No. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I gotta go back. Cause this is not how you walk on this terrain. Now, this is how you walk on. Goodness. Huh? What was that? I saw he come up. Oh. campfire is called. Oh my gosh, you really just blended in over there. Yeesh! I wonder if he was in like some of the other eyeglasses.
This one is a bit larger than the last. But if my nose is right, the campfire is very close. Will your shoulder make it, Liam?
Well, feels like it's still attached. I'd wager it won't fall off until at least tomorrow.
If it does, I can use a good thread and a fancy stitch to fasten it back on.
Oh, I swear, you two will drive me to the dark forest before my time. Let's go then.
Whoa!
Oh dear. Liam, are you alright? I didn't realize that would be so rough.
I'm okay. A little battered, but nothing a river mouse can't shake off.
I'd go so far as to say it was almost fun.
More rats! You two, wait up here until I give a signal. Crates and barrels and rats. I've done all of this before. Think like a scout. Think! Crates and barrels and rats. I've done all of this before. Think like a scout. Think!
But we're not crossing because you're tired. Go find something useful.
I don't know what this could be used for yet.
A rat wouldn't be caught dead, a farmer.
Well, this place is ruined. They probably all dead.
Probably dumb
I gotta alert them or something.
You two find anything good?
I found a shoe.
Oh, what?
A shoe.
Why would I care about a shoe? Find something we can use.
I wanna like lure them over here, I'd say. That guy might see me if I senses going that route and get that way. I'm pretty positive he's saying. What do I do? No, wait. Hang on. Oh wait, no, I need that box over there. So I need this one to go in, I think. No, I need both of the boxes. Okay. I guess I heard something. Oh, there must be like something in there that they smell and they're like, ooh, what is that? Oh. Lots of mice with, not mice, but rats, crates. No! Hello! Oh my gosh, you scared me. Oh, there's the... spot there I could actually use. Okay. Oh. Spyglass. 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 Is there gonna be another Captain Snow somewhere? I feel like that's his name. I think it is. He's just like waiting to be found on one of these rocks or something. Perched on a ledge. Menacingly sitting there on his branch, waiting to swoop up and gobble up any little mouse or rat or rodent. Just like he did in the books. Okay, I'll stop talking about Captain Snow. He's probably like hidden somewhere. It's probably like one of those try and find him kind of things. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called.
This place will do perfectly for camp tonight. Lots of cover.
I dare say. Perhaps we'd better start a fire and make some soup. I've been gathering some mushrooms and roots.
That's brilliant, Albert. I'm starving.
A big paw, why? But what about the berries? We could eat the berries if they're not poisonous berries. That is. Herbal remedies. That was my cat. Being a cat.
Hello, Albert. I want to thank you for all your help.
Oh, Sophia. It's no trouble at all.
Aye, but I couldn't have helped Liam all that way on my own. I owe you one.
You needn't thank me, Sophia. And you certainly don't owe me a thing. What do you think this is? Vermin trade? It's my pleasure to help. Really.
Albert, what happened to all the other lily grovers?
We evacuated town soon as the sea rats arrived. Of course, many of us got split up in the fuss of it all, but a group of us managed to cross the bay and reach Old Moss Creek together.
We'd all better get some rest. We'll leave as soon as the light rises.
Very well. Get some sleep. You need it most of all.
I guess so.
The warm mushroom and potato soup filled their bellies and provided a sort of comfort. For there is no challenge in this world that does not seem just a little easier after a good hot meal.
Thank you, Albert, for collecting all this. This is just what we needed.
I'm glad to be able to help, young scout. I know you're anxious to see your Liam well, and taking an aging tailor on your journey isn't exactly the most efficient choice. But I'm grateful for your help, and I hope I've helped you well in return.
Thank you, Albert. Truly.
Well now, my love. It certainly proved to be a good choice to bring Albert along, didn't it?
Yes, yes. Go ahead and rub it in.
I wouldn't dream of it.
I'm sorry for my hesitation. I know we're supposed to serve Woodlanders, Liam, but it's just... I'm frightened for you. We have got to get you to the Wraith, and soon.
We will. Thanks to you, you marvelous scout. Just remember that my life isn't the only one that matters, alright?
Oh, don't talk like that.
Sophia, we're still scouts.
I know. We have a duty to help. And sometimes we need the help in return. We couldn't have gotten far without Albert today.
Too true.
I suppose you're right again, Liam Rivermouse.
And with the newfound hope unfurling in her chest, Sophia allowed herself to drift into sleep.
What was that?
Sophia strained her ears, listening for the sound.
The scout's call. But 3. 3 means danger.
Before Sophia was a scout, a whistle for danger meant it was time to flee. But now, with her initiation upon her, she felt a responsibility. If a fellow scout was in danger, she had to help. She didn't want to leave Liam, but neither did she want to wake him. He desperately needed rest. Perhaps she thought she could investigate and then return to make a plan.
If I could find a high vantage point, I can use my way glass to see who's in danger.
I was on the right track immediately. Hooray! Okay.
Sophia's heart dropped like a lead weight. It was Tussa. Sophia knew she should go back to her camp and make a plan with the others, but if she left Tussa alone, Who knows what would happen to her? There was nothing for it. Sophia knew she had to help Tassa somehow.
Oh no. Oh!
Let me go, you barbarous brute!
Oh, brigands, thugs, scatterings. Not a hint of honor to be seen. Skirmishes south by southwest, another advancing upstream. Squads flanking east and others upon the escarpments. What are these raiders about? Who commands them? What could possibly draw these filthy vermin to my hunting ground?
Lilygrove. They're attacking Lilygrove.
Check your swollen tongue, mouse. Oh, the moment my cogitation's complete is the moment you're unmade. I presume you prefer not to truncate my deliberation.
Sophia's heart raced. She knew full well she walked a narrow trail along the edge of dark forest. One wrong move and she'd be supper. She would have to be clever. She'd have to be quick. The trick would be speaking to manners of honor and acting with respect. Simple utility would not be enough to impress a creature so proud.
Oh no!
Scumsnout. Their leader's
no.
name is Scumsnout, sir.
That ferine brute, I must dissent. Such half-wits may drive troops, but never pilot them. No, surely another voice gives command. Surely it falls on me to root these curs. Oh, and I relish the challenge. And yet the proper tactics escape me. The canopy masks their movements from on high, making my strikes inaccurate. I confess, I am vexed.
I can help you. Allow me, if I may, sir, to offer my assistance, feeble though it may be.
You patronize me, look. And yet I am intrigued. A beast after my own heart, perhaps, though not my presence, of course. Your recklessness amuses me, mildly, enough to hear you out at any rate. Prithee, elaborate.
Captains, sir, your strength is mighty indeed. You said yourself, all you need is eyes. Let me sneak in and signal to you where to strike.
'Tis a courageous plan to be sure, though perilous and risking much on the wee one's witness. I shall indulge this ludicrous fantasy of yours pro temporum. Succeed, and you may draw breath a little longer. Cross me, mouse, and you'll witness my gizzard.